Rap and Reason podcast with Dr. Jeremy C. McCool and Earl Hopkins. All right, we are now tuned in to another episode of Rap and Reason podcast. This is episode 58, and I am one of your hosts, Dr. Jeremy C. McCool.
And I'm Earl Hopkins. What's going on, man?
What's good, bro? How you feeling, man?
Good, bro. It's NFL season, man. I'm a big fantasy.
You locked in?
I'm locked in, bro. It's a big week for sports now. Think about it. Crawford, Canelo, fight on Saturday.
I will be watching that.
Yes.
Who you got?
I got Crawford, bro.
I got Bud, man. I can't see it any other way.
I can't bet against my people, man. I can't do it. And I love Canelo, bro, but I just can't do it.
Yeah, I think Crawford gonna go crazy. And it's Netflix, right?
Netflix is free. There's nothing better than a free pay-per-view level fight, bro.
You not lying, man.
Yeah.
That is Netflix is really taking over that industry slowly but surely.
Yeah, I think they are. I think that's going to be the go-to. Big money is being put up for it, as you know.
Oh, absolutely.
So, but I think it's going to be a worthy product. Now, whatever Mike Tyson and who was it? One of the Paul brothers?
Yeah.
I was like, nah. I'm glad this was free. This should have been free.
We were together.
Yes.
I hosted the little fight party in my career for that. That was a disappointment.
That was crazy. The undercards were way more entertaining, way better. Yeah. I would have even been willing to pay for the undercard, but for this one, this is worth money. We're getting it for free. Bro, Crawford is two of the biggest and best fighters in boxing, bro. So I'm excited. NFL season, the Eagles got a dub this past week, man. Life is good.
Yo, and you know me, I'm not even a sports guy, so I don't watch football like that. I'll go to a game, but I don't actually tune in like that unless I'm out and they just happen to have a game on. But I would say this about Philly.
Yeah.
Not from Philly, neither are you, but I would say Philly will tie you into a sports team. I've never been any place that makes people become Eagles fans faster.
Yeah. They bully you into it.
They make you become fans of their sports teams just because of how into it they are.
Yeah, they bully you into it, bro. Because I've never seen so much disrespect being on an opposing side in my life until I came to Philadelphia. I remember I will never forget this memory. We were at Lincoln Financial Field. That's at Eagle Stadium. A dude was wearing a Minnesota Vikings jersey, just wearing it, walking alongside his family. I think it was his wife, maybe son. I can't even say it on the pod, bro, but a fan turned around as this lovely family and couple were just enjoying a stroll towards the stadium and said, "You freaking," or he said the F word, "idiot." I'm like, dang, that was PG compared to everything else that happened. Really? But just seeing the energy, dog, I'm like, man, Eagles fans, Philly fans are just different.
Yeah, man, they're intense. You know what I mean? And as somebody who ain't really in the football, I have to show a little respect. I'm like, y'all go hard. I will give it to y'all, man. Y'all be green down to the socks.
To the socks, man.
Yeah. So shout out Philly, shout out the Eagles, man. But man, first of all, how was your week though?
It was good, man. Week is good, bro. Mostly chill weekend. Just listening to music, man. Just enjoying the vibes. There's some good releases out the past 2 weeks, actually. So yeah, just been chilling. What about you?
Same, man. Locked in with the music. Back teaching. Yeah, man. Got a guest speaker coming next week in my class, man. Shout out to the group Sheesh.
Yes.
Recent signees for Akon's Convict Culture. They zooming into the class on Monday. So excited about that, man. But other than that, man, yeah, just working. Glad this book is done. Make sure y'all are pre-ordering Raps of Resistance. It is on pre-order everywhere now at this point. It's on pre-order Amazon, Bloomsbury, Barnes & Noble, wherever books are sold. You know what I mean? Go ahead and pre-order that.
It was something about it being available on Barnes & Noble that really stuck out to people, bro. How was the reaction when you posted that? Because when I posted that it's on Barnes & Noble, it hit different. They didn't care about the other stuff. They cared about Barnes &
You know
Noble.
what? I've always seen that even with my children's books before, I noticed that some about Barnes & Noble, it's like, I don't know, there's a little classism there where I feel like people respect it more than they, that's the book place.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I feel like most people buy books on Amazon now.
Yeah, that's where I buy most of my books.
Yeah, I'm still a Barnes & Noble. I still go to Barnes & Noble a lot. I got that little membership or whatever because as an educator, I get it for the free. But it's something about Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is like the Starbucks of books.
Absolutely, it is. I'm more of a local book store goer. You know what I mean? I like the Harry's Dollar bookstore,
Yeah.
like whatever. Like I just like the feeling. It got like, I don't know, an air of like just exclusivity actually. Like
Yeah.
I love that too, and just giving back to the local businesses. But
I agree.
Barnes and Noble, bro, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A of the book literary game, bro, and people love it, man.
Yeah.
They love it. So
No, I agree. It definitely got a lot more love when it hit Barnes and Noble.
which is crazy because it's just like you can get it from the actual publisher's website. You didn't care about that. You didn't care about the whatever, man. Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started.
Yes,
I love y'all.
Yes, get it wherever books are sold. You know what I mean? Whatever platform you feel most comfortable with, buy it there.
Yeah, exactly.
Just buy it.
Just buy it. Just pre-order that joint, man.
Pre-order, man. Raps of Resistance. But yeah, man, we got a lot of music to get into.
Got a lot of topics. What are some of the topics we talking about today?
Man, today we're talking about a lot of things. So how summer releases are sticking with us or not sticking with us is a big topic. People paying for #1 records, which is crazy. Yeah. We'll also talk about Cardi B talked about the Super Bowl being a potential option for her, but she rejected it, which is all right. We'll talk about that.
All right.
Will Smith having an AI crowd. You
Nuts.
know what I mean? Online. Wow. Thug. And we'll talk about him, not necessarily his interview, but how we feel about artists putting all their business in podcasts and not the music.
Yeah.
No excitement for the new Drake album. We'll talk about that. We'll do I said book reviews, but I'm still in book mode. We got 2 album reviews. Joey Badass joint. We're going to do a throwback with Jay-Z, the Black Album.
Yeah.
And then Nice Nonsense, Hidden Hits.
Yeah, man. Favorite topics, favorite categories for me. Like the tailwind joints. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot, man. We got a lot to get into. So this is going to be good, man. So let's start here.
Yes.
How are the summer releases sticking with you? And which ones are in the lead as far as joints that you've been going back to regularly out of the hip-hop releases for the summer?
I would say the most regular album I've been going to, and this is like for me, mainstream album of the year, easy is Clips. It's Clips album.
Let God Sort Them Out?
Let God Sort Them Out. Like for me, the Clips album is the best album, not only in the summer this past year, for the reasons I'm about to say. Number one, classic Rollout. Rollout was fire.
Rollout was amazing.
The product itself is just top tier, and there's a lot of playability. It's one thing to hear the production and pull out bars from like these type of lyricists, right? Like pushing malice right at the top of their game. But also like the playability is huge for me. Like a lot of these songs hit, and every time I re-listen to this album, I find like a new song that's like my go-to for that week. So right now, I would say last week was FICO. I would say this one is just POV. That's a reoccurring one. I've been listening to POV. It's been like in my rotation heavy throughout since its release, man. So yeah, I would say for me, Clips, and then I would say a second one. This might actually surprise you. It's Code of the Friends album.
Really?
Code of the Friends album. Like I'll listen to it throughout the week. The record with Big Sean a lot. Hello a lot. Like for me, it's just the vibe that I'm in right now. I'm in a good. Just good mood, you know what I mean? Just in life, but just with the pod, that's what I want to hear when I'm in the whip. That's what I want to hear when I'm at the gym, where I'm in a place of motion, man. When we got things to do, places to be. That's the kind of sound I'm really been into. So yeah, I would say those are the top 2 for me. Which ones for you stick out the most?
So I think that number one, this has been an amazing summer for hip hop. As the summer is beginning to wrap up, you know, you could tell by me with this my Carlton sweater on. It's getting cold.
It's getting chilly, man.
Yeah. So as summer's wrapping up, man, for me, the 2 albums that have stuck out the most to me as far as playability that I've been going back to the most, number one is Chance's album.
Oh, absolutely.
Chance's album, A Starline, is to me that is the most, to me so far, that's the best album of the year for me.
Woo!
And the reason why is just because of the layers of it. And I think that each song has is drastically different. There's no 2 songs that really sound alike.
Yeah.
Yet they complement each other well. And I think that he was also able to tackle a lot of social issues, but in a way where it didn't feel corny, it didn't feel forced, it didn't feel preachy. I rock with it, man. And it just got some songs that are just fire to ride to, like Ride, no pun intended, has been my song that I've went out of all the summer releases. I go back to that song a lot. Like that's one of my favorite songs of the year so far. Is Ride with Do or Die, fire record. And he just shot a video out at the crib. So I just heard he was on 79th and shot the music video for. So I'm interested and excited to see what that's gonna look like.
Gonna be crazy.
But
okay.
But I would definitely say Chance's album, you know what I mean, No More Old Men, like there's
That's
just
my favorite song.
The Negro Problem, like the joint, it's just top to bottom.
Speed
you know
of
what I
Light,
mean? Speed of Light,
Love with Jasmine Sullivan.
both from like it's just it's a top to bottom listen for me. I don't skip anything. So so that to me is at the top of my list. I would say second up would be the Clips joint. And for the same reasons you said, I think the production on the Clips joint is just like immaculate. Like
crazy.
The production on there is amazing. Malice is just in rare form on that album. Pusha's rapping. Pusha's doing Push, you already know. But Malice is in rare form on that album.
Yeah.
And so I would definitely say that body of work is just clean, it's concise, and then it's just well produced. So I would say the Clips album for me is second, but a close third behind Clips for me is JID's joint. Yeah, Let God Sort Him Out is another one that I really have been going back to a lot. There's a few songs on there that I've been returning to frequently.
Yeah.
On the Community being one with Clips.
God Does Like Ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, God Does Like Ugly. And yeah, that one's been amazing. So yeah, those I would say that those three for me, in that order. I would say Chance's album for me is in the lead as far as impact for me. After that, Clips, Let God Sort Him Out, and then after that, JID, God Does Like Ugly.
Now, ironically, the third one you have, JID's God Does Like Ugly, I haven't been returning that one. Bro.
Really?
And I don't know why. Like, Community is one I'll return to. That record off of God Does Like Ugly, I'll return to. But for the most part, and I think the other record that I return to most is really BCRs with Vince Staples and G's. But like aside from that, like I thought I would really attach myself to this album a lot more throughout the year, especially because it is still layered. They got a couple like, you know, women friendly records on there. You know, like, and I felt like I would really like latch on to those records a little bit longer, but for some reason I just haven't, bro. I don't know why. Freddie's album. Freddie Gibbs.
I forgot. I'm tripping. Actually, to be honest, I've been going to that more than I have JID's.
Yeah.
Freddie Gibbs joint is tough.
It's tough, bro. Alfredo 2 is phenomenal.
Alfredo 2 is an amazing project, too. So, like, yeah, man, it's been a dope year. For me, Chances is just overall the best. Like, I think that if you like Clips, I like Clips' rollout and everything, but, like, if I just look at the music, Chance's album is just amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I will say for me, like emotional highs, like the top emotional highs I receive out of any songs or any album this not only summer but the year is Chance's. I would say the emotional highs are at the peak with Chance's album.
Absolutely, because highs and the lows, letters. Oh my God, like it's just like it's the most complex. It to me it's. Yeah, this one's gonna age and gonna go down as one of those type of albums.
I think so.
It's gonna age really well, and I think that he poured it all into this one. You can tell.
You can tell he did this album because he felt he had something to lose. We never lost our reverence for Chance. I can tell just
not at all.
If you look back at the pod the last year plus, we never lost reverence. And even as Chance was like throwing some records out, releasing some freestyles, and you could tell he was kind of like testing the waters a little bit to see, should I drop now? Does this project or song work versus another? We still like gave him praise for that. You know what I mean? And so for it to come full circle into Starline, like, yeah, he did his big one on this one.
Yeah, man. It's to me it's just a flawless album. To me, I'm gonna be honest, it's in the lead by a significant amount to me.
Wow, like way better than the next best.
But it's like it's a little gap. Like I think that if the Clips album had a little bit more of Verse Don't Sing, if there was like another record like that on there,
just one more, I think.
Yeah, one more of those type of records on there, it would be tight.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just because of how the messaging, you know me, I'm a message person. So that to me, I'm lyrics, messaging. What are you really saying? And to me, Chance is talking that talk on this project.
He's talking big. I think No More Old Man for me again. I think that deserves a Grammy nod.
Absolutely.
Deserves a Grammy nod for me. I think Speed of Love and Speed of Light deserve some attention from the Academy. Bro, there's so many records. Like, and we said the same thing about Birds Don't Sing with Clips, which I
absolutely.
think deserves a Grammy nod.
I agree.
For sure, but like Chance got a few on that.
Chance got a few that are amazing, like that. Like Letters could be easily.
Letters,
like, that's what I'm saying. It's like 5 or 6 songs on there that could be nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, and we can't say that about a lot of other people's records, bro.
No,
we just can't. It's that simple. I think for me, the dividing line, because Starline, I put who did I put second? I already forgot. But let's bump it and put Starline right there. The only thing is like certain songs towards the middle of the project just don't work for me as well. I'm even forgetting what they are, but mainly I'll say
probably Burn Your Block.
Burn Your Block I think works,
it's
but
cool.
Space and Time, I'm kind of like I don't really return to it, and Link Me in the Future. Ironically, bro, I'm not happy to say this, but I think Back to the Go with Vic Mensa. I'm a big Vic Mensa guy.
You don't like that joint?
I like it.
I love that song.
I just don't return to it. That's the only thing. Versus, with Clips, I'm returning to almost every single one except there's too many letters, bro. But the Mike Tyson Blow thing.
Yeah, I don't like that song.
I don't really like it, but everything else I love.
But see, I'm on the other end of that. There's to me, there's more skippable in the Clips for me. Like I don't like any of the joints with Pharrell singing on there. I really don't like. I don't return to them. So there's at least there's probably 3 on Clips that I skip. There's probably 1 to 2 on Chances that I skip. So it's not, like I said, it's not by. They're both amazing albums. We talking 1A, 1B. It's not like. But I think Chances is ahead significantly for me just because of the messaging. To me, it's just a more thought provoking album.
For sure. The only part I actually dislike, like everything else, I really, the bar is I like to I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's where it is with the Starline album. The only moment that on Chances album where I'm like, why is this on here? I think you already know what it is. Gun in Your Purse, Young Thug's verse. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's all.
So this is this is not a topic on our list, but I do want to talk about it just briefly. I think rappers have gotten way too nice, and I'm going to say that in this way. There was once a time where you couldn't turn in a trash verse or a verse that's completely off base and they still put it on the album. I think what's happening in hip hop now is that people are like, they got respect for the artist.
Yeah.
So whatever they turn in, they don't want to question them or tell them to redo their verse, because it's like, who am I to tell Young Thug or Wayne or any of these people to redo their verse? No, you need to tell them to redo their verse.
You got to tell them, bro.
Because to me, I will agree with you there. I think that even on Tree, like, amazing song, but Wayne's verse is just all over the place. You know what I mean?
Nothing to do with the topic.
Yeah, I mean, he talked about he completely took a deeper topic and made it super surface level.
Yeah,
and I think it kind of threw off the dynamic of the song. And I'll say the same thing with Gun in Your Purse. I think that I love the song.
Yeah, I love the song.
But I think that when Young Thug's verse, I'm just like, where are we going?
Just scrap it, in my opinion. And like you said, he has reverence. Clearly, there's reverence for Young Thug as what he represents or represented at one point for Atlanta, like just Southern rap.
I think just as an artist, I feel like creatively, a lot of people have respect.
And he is creative, but like again, bro, like there's nothing wrong with saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro, I love you, but this doesn't work for what I'm going for." Like, why are rappers afraid to say that? Yo?
Yeah, that's a valid critique. I will give you that. I will say that on Clips' joint, there's no wasted features.
None.
They didn't allow anybody to get on there and give a feature if it wasn't A1.
And they pushed that, like in interviews. Push was like, "Yo, listen, unless you're of a certain caliber, you're not going on an album." The only critique I have as far as features goes, Stove God Cooks needed a verse. That's my only thing.
Yo, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that hook so fire. I don't even care.
Bro, when we first reviewed it, we almost thought he had a verse. We just assumed he did because it was just so fire. I'm like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is, bro. It works. Yeah, like, wow.
Yeah, but I would agree. Those are good critiques. They're both amazing projects.
They're both amazing.
Like if the Grammys happened tomorrow and both of them were nominated, I wouldn't be mad either or.
Yeah.
I just think what Chance's album represents is a lot more profound.
I think that's where we would agree, bro. I actually would favor Chance in that regard. I think I would prefer his album to win because I think it has so much more meat on the bone. Yes, like, you know what I mean? It's so symbolically, it means so much more. but I enjoy the Clips album more. Like
Hey,
that's a
fair.
dichotomy.
And the production on Clips album is stupid, so I understand.
Yeah. But I would prefer Chance. And plus, bro, like I've been a Chance fan. You've been a Chance. You from Chicago.
Yeah, you already know.
So it's different.
And I also want to say too, with that being said, man, we got to shout out Chance the Rapper on another note, man. Shout out his not-for-profit social works, man. Chance just gave $500,000 to Chicago public schools, but specifically, and I see what he did there, man. He specifically chose black schools and specific initiatives in those black schools to help out in a lot of cases for trades and STEM. So, man, I shout out Chance on that level too. Like I said, Chance is doing real work. So
that's amazing.
So there's also another reverence that I have for him on that front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's amazing, bro. And we talked to GLC, who's a part of our book Raps of Resistance, and he alluded to the work he's doing as well as Chance and Golden Child, like some of these other artists who make conscious music but are also putting in the work to complement the things that they're talking about. So fire, man. And
also another reason, look, another shameless plug for the book. Also, we did for our book get to interview the mayor of Compton and also the mayor of Fayetteville, North Carolina, man, and even the work that Cole and Kendrick are doing outside of the booth.
Yeah, outside of it.
You know what I mean, is impactful. So yeah, we got to shout out rappers who live in their raps for real in a positive way.
In a positive way, not
the other way. But you know, if you're gonna live your raps, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it, my good brother.
Yes, sir, man. What else we got on the docket?
Man, we got a couple things, bro.
What you want to jump to next?
How do you feel about? So we talking about living what you rap and rapping what you live, and how I'm about to spend it. Will Smith had AI audience, bro. Like I don't know how any other way to sugarcoat that, bro. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So for those who don't know, Will Smith posted a video of a live performance, and the internet is the internet. So they pointed out that it appeared to be allegedly AI crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd, people in there, they pointed out some people having multiple fingers, some people having melted faces, all type of crazy stuff in the video, and that the video was AI. Yeah, man, that's disappointing. To me, it's only disappointing because it's Will Smith. It's a legend. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I'm sure, number one, I'm sure Will Smith don't handle his own social media. That's to start there.
That's a fact.
There's nothing in my mind that makes me think Will Smith is sitting up and posting and making videos and posting them himself and coming up with captions.
Yeah.
This is Will Smith.
Or even reviewing the stuff that people are producing for him in great detail. I don't think he's necessarily doing that.
My assumption and assertion would be that he has a marketing person who works for him or a social media specialist who works with him in his brand.
Yeah.
That's what I would think.
And pre-slap, I think Will Smith was like
pre-slap is crazy.
There's eras.
PS pre-slap is crazy.
There's the Men in Black era Will Smith, there's a rap Fresh Prince era, there's pre-slap era Will Smith, and before that, I looked at him as a social media innovator because the stuff that he was doing crazy. But this one, to get to this point, there needs to be some reevaluation of said marketing team.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it.
Yeah, you can't move like that. And I know that he cracked fun at it. He ended up posting that same video mocking it, except when it pans to the crowd, they're cats. So it's like he's poking fun at the fact that they used AI for it. But yeah, it's a weird time with AI already, where people don't know what's real and what's fake. Yeah. And I just think Will Smith is Will Smith, so you ain't got to do that.
You ain't got to do that. And he was on a European tour. This man is known globally. I can only assert based on like what I know and how I revere Will Smith, but I don't think he needs to like AI generate crowds. He's gonna pull out a crowd if this man was doing a panel like discussion, let alone doing some music. Yeah,
Will Smith is probably top 5 most famous actors. Period.
Yes, easily
across race,
across the board. Yeah,
like so it's like there aren't even many people you can compare to a Will Smith. He's a household name for so many, and successful music career, and a lot of people don't give him credit for that. Will Smith has Grammys.
Yeah, he got Grammys. He got the
platinum
first
album.
Hip hop Grammy ever.
Yeah, platinum albums.
Yep.
And not only that, the first hip hop Grammy ever, boycotted and didn't attend because of the fact that they weren't airing hip hop awards at the Grammys at the time.
Yeah, so taking a stand, a musical activist of sorts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So you know what I mean. Shout out Will Smith, but yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Get out of here with that.
Yeah,
man.
like I said, Will Smith probably had no idea that even was posted.
And I'm glad he made fun of it, bro. Like, because you have to. Like, you have to. I think not only does that low-key save face a little bit, but it's just like you got to poke fun at, like, mishaps like that, bro.
Yeah, because it's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not. And I'm sure who's ever – now, I do, and I said this a while ago, but I want this musical reinvigoration, this phase, this return – to the life of a rap artist. I do want it to end personally. I do. Like, I don't like it, man. I think like, and I understand. I feel like when you reach a certain peak, you want to have fun. You want to scratch certain itches. I get it.
Yeah, man.
But I just want the musical run that he's on. I want it to end, not because he's incapable of making good music. I just feel like he hasn't, and that's the basis of my argument. But he can do what he wants. He's earned the license to do what he wants.
That's kind of where I stand with Will Smith in music. I think that people forget that he did that first.
Yeah, they do.
I think people think he's an actor and then did a couple songs here and there. No, he was a rapper who turned actor. So I think that, you know, I can see every 10, 15 years he probably get the urge to scratch the itch and make some music and get back into that bag, because that's what got him here initially. So I get it. Is it for me? No. But I think that, you know, it's Will Smith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who am I to tell Will Smith not to make no music?
You know what I mean? Exactly. So do your thing. I will not listen to it, but do your thing.
But just while you're doing your thing, put out another Bad Boys.
Do that.
Because that last one was hard.
And the one before that was hard.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and put together another Bad Boy, but y'all can still run, jump, and hop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get the next one out there, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact, man. What else we got on the docket, man? Cardi B, she taught Super Bowl, right? Did she say that she got offered to do the Super Bowl and she turned it down? That's what happened with Cardi B?
Yeah, allegedly that was the case. And shout out to her for turning it down. No, I would imagine that this was not a solo offer.
Yeah, she had to have been a featured performer.
That's what I would imagine. So it was maybe they were trying to do a woman in hip hop. Maybe they were trying to do a New York, and they had her as one of the people there. I can't see it being so. She only has one album, so it wouldn't make sense for her to solely headline a Super Bowl halftime performance. And so yeah, no, I don't. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. This isn't like NPR Tiny Desk. Like, you got to have like a catalog. You got to have like some global reach. And I'm not saying she doesn't have an audience. She has a massive audience. But like, as far as like when you compare to like the Rihannas, the Ushers, the Kendricks, like those artists, R&B, hip hop adjacent, and hip hop artists, like they have a global reach and a catalog that spans like a significant amount of time. I just don't think she has that at this point.
Yeah, me neither. And I would also say, man, Cardi B is just as much, if not more, influencer than she is rapper anyway.
I agree.
So I feel like that is, most of her fans are from her social media presence, reality TV, and they like her personality. Like I feel like they like people like her more than her music. So to me, it wouldn't make sense. But if they were gonna do a group type of, like I said, a New York, or maybe like a women in hip hop, ode to women in hip hop, and have a few of them up there, and she was gonna be one of them, something like that, I could see it.
I could see that being fire. And actually, like, I could see, who do you think would head that potential lineup if Cardi B is included?
Well, it won't be Nicki.
It won't be Nicki because they can't be on the same
Yeah.
record stage.
So if it was gonna be somebody that head of women in hip hop, I'm trying to think. Missy Elliott.
That's the first name that pops up in my mind.
Missy, I think it would have to be Missy.
It has to be Missy.
It has to be Missy because you know the hip hop in me wants to say like MC Light or something because of historic. You know what I mean? Values and like her paving the way for women in hip hop. Yeah. But at the same time, she didn't have a commercial success enough to have enough songs that are going to resonate with the younger generation. So I would definitely say the one who has the most like recognizable music that is Super Bowl ready, I would say for sure Missy. I don't even think it's close.
Absolutely. Because we've seen her perform. I saw her perform recent as last year, and she's still up there active, bro. Like, she's still like running around like a fresh new artist. So yeah, she definitely has the stamina, the energy that you would need for, I think, a Super Bowl level performer. And I feel like her music, because, you know, we can float around the idea of like a Lauryn Hill, especially with her, you know, the catalog with the Fugees and everything. But like, I feel like Missy and a Cardi, their fan bases and their style of music, while very, very different, I feel like that would make more sense for her to be featured.
Yeah,
on that
to
stage,
feature,
you know
to come out to do a quick song or something.
Yeah.
To me, I could see that. But
versus like a Lauryn Hill, a Rhapsody, a MC like I feel like that's too much friction musically, like connected.
Yeah. That's a good point, because you can't see you can't have Cardi B come out after Lauryn Hill.
Transition would be nuts.
That's a wild transition.
Wild.
Lost one, transitioning into WAP is crazy.
It's crazy, bro. We can't have that. Nah, we can't have, or that thing turn into WAP. What? Nah.
Do WAP is the name of the song.
Yeah. Do WAP.
And then you go to WAP.
Yo. We may crack the code, man.
Yeah, nah, man.
I hope you listening, man.
Holla at us, man. We could curate something for you, man.
That.
Yeah, but nah. I couldn't see that one. Yeah, but you know, shout out Cardi B. We are, I believe, are we gonna review our album on here?
Absolutely.
Let me not say that, because we ain't spoke about this. Are we reviewing it?
Bro, I didn't mark it down. Can you pre-save it in Spotify at this point? Probably. I think it drops.
You pre-saved the Cardi?
No. I think you're able to, and I think it drops this month, as in maybe the next 2 weeks. I could be totally wrong.
Okay.
But Am I the Problem? That's the album.
Am I the Problem? Okay.
Yeah, and we'll have our answer.
And we will have our answer, man. I really feel like we need to bring a woman voice in here for that.
I think so, man.
I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna see if maybe Taylor.
Yeah, maybe Taylor. Yeah.
She like Cardi B. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna find somebody. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We're gonna try.
We gotta get.
If not, we're gonna try to do it on our own. But just so y'all don't be mad at us if we really don't rock with it. We're two men who may not relate to the content.
Yeah,
we're gonna try though.
We're gonna try.
Yeah,
absolutely, bro. Yeah, man. Among many topics, man, we got to bring up Young Thug. Okay.
Yeah. Before we get into some album reviews, man, it's only right that we bring Okay, let's do this. So there's a lot going on with Young Thug. For those who aren't following it, a lot of audio has been leaking from Young Thug's prison calls from when he was from the couple years he spent locked up, and people were questioning even a interrogation of his as well, whether it was considered snitching or not. He ended up coming out, and number one, before we even get further into Young Thug doing that, how do you feel about the fact that somebody is releasing his prison calls?
That sounds like a crazy invasion of like not only morals, but like, is that even legal, bro? So of course prison calls are recorded, but I don't think it's legal to release that.
No, so I hope he's planning some type of legal action to rebut that within itself, because I've never seen jail calls leaking like this. And strategically leaking, it seems like when he's about to drop music and when he has other stuff going on. So so first and foremost, I think it's completely wrong on so many different levels. Yeah. People don't realize that people who are incarcerated are what's the word? They're supposed to be a protected class in certain elements, because they're vulnerable. They're a vulnerable population.
Yeah.
And so even releasing calls and stuff like that, I want everybody to take some of that stuff with a grain of salt, because you're in a different state of mind also incarcerated. And you already don't have a lot of human rights while you're incarcerated. So
while you're out.
While you're out either.
But especially incarcerated.
Especially when you're
23 hours in, 1 hour.
Yeah, man, you're in a different mindset. So for me, it's disgusting to leak somebody's calls. Yeah. From jazz. As somebody who got friends and family who in jail, where I've taken jail calls and stuff, I couldn't imagine people leaking. That's nasty work. So off top, I think it's disgusting whoever's doing that, whether that be the prison, whether that be whoever is leaking that stuff out of pocket. All right, now moving on to the actual interview he did. He recently did an interview with a media personality out of Atlanta. I want to mess his name up.
I'm forgetting.
His name is leaving me. Sorry. Yeah. But a respected media personality. I believe he has a podcast as well, and a radio show. And his name will probably come to me as soon as while I'm talking. But did an interview with Young Thug, hours long, and Young Thug really got to talk more about his life, about his relationship with Gunna, and a lot of the stuff that he was going through while incarcerated, about his career, and really vent a lot.
The Big Facts Network.
The Big Facts Network, absolutely. Shout out Big Facts. So, of course, we're not a gossipy channel.
Right.
We're a hip-hop music channel. So we wanted to always with these topics, try to find what's the music? Mm-hmm. How does this impact hip-hop music?
Yes.
And what we want to talk about a little bit is how do you feel about artists expressing themselves more in podcasting and on social media and not in the actual music?
I think it's a complete waste, personally, because I think, and this coming from a media member, right? So who would love
and both of us have worked in media before.
Yes.
I got out and jumped into another wild wilderness of academia, but it's yes, as media people, it's still out of pocket.
It's still out of pocket. As someone who would want that interview, I'm still saying to myself, and I would even ask the question that Banks, the interviewer, asked, why don't you just put this in the music? Like, why haven't we heard music from you? And that was the thing that stuck out to me when I watched the interview, and a perspective we've shared for countless months following his release, and some of the other drama with him and Gunna and other, people ever since like the whole situation transpired. Why aren't we hearing music? We want to hear music. And I think, yes, as a media member, as a lover of hip hop, I rather hear artists really address this over wax, because number one, I feel there's no better way, especially if you're a thug, to really express this than musically. I feel like, like an interviewer, sure, you can delve into certain topics in depth, but I feel like with music, that is your medium. Yeah. Like that's why we know you. Right. Like, we wouldn't know you if you weren't an artist. So why not put it into the music, pour it into the music, so we can really not only get a different perspective from you, but even potentially learn from you. Yeah.
But I agree. I think that on the PR side, I think it was a good move.
Yeah. He had to address it.
On the PR side, I get why he did it the way he did it, because a lot of people, and I've learned that, of course, even teaching courses on music, a lot of people listen to music on a very surface level. So it might not cut through the same way in music.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And it takes longer.
Yeah, it takes longer. So he wanted to address it right away. So I on that front, I get it, but I think that it's a bigger trend of artists doing more venting and talking on social media, on podcasts, on even radio, and instead of expressing all of those emotions through music.
Yeah.
Me, you know how I am when it comes to, I don't really care about artists, what they got going on in their personal lives outside of the music.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not fans. I don't know y'all. I don't care who you dating. That's really not my bag. So I want to hear about, if you want to talk about your relationship and your trauma, and that the place for that, if you're a real artist, that is your music. Like, express that through your music. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think that that's what I appreciate more. Like, Chance is a prime example. We haven't heard Chance in the last few years talk about his divorce.
Yeah.
He could have went on interviews all over the place just talking about, him being divorced, but he waited until his music came out. Now he's talking about it in interviews.
Exactly.
But he waited until he put it in song, and you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that that's the best way to do it if you're trying to stay true to your art, at least.
Exactly. And the best thing about that is, when you put it on wax, sometimes you only have to address it then.
That's it.
Like, that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? Rather than like going on a podcast like tour where you're regurgitating a lot of things that people have already heard from you. You know what I mean? It's just different. I get it as a PR stunt, but I'll tell you one that ended up poorly in my estimation. Travis Scott, in the years following, or the months or weeks following the Astro World catastrophe, right? And of course, we give our thoughts and prayers to those whose lives were lost in that incident, right?
Yeah.
But he immediately, the first thing he did was go in an interview with Charlamagne the God. my man could not have worded anything ever in regards to that situation more poorly than that.
Yeah, that was bad.
And he's never addressed it in music, still to this day. And like, I think that's a miscalculation on his part, because again, that could have been a teaching moment. That could have been a lesson for us all in knowing maybe where his headspace was at, how to avoid such things. Like, it could have been so much more valuable than doing an hour-long interview, which was a pitch ball interview or whatever it's called. Like, it was kind of a gimme, right? Like,
yeah.
And again, he's not like the most he doesn't express himself well in situations like that in the best way, and I feel like it would have worked musically.
It would have worked better if he had made some type of commemorative, like emotional, heartfelt song about the event and almost in like memory of those who lost.
Exactly.
Now, I don't know if he's musically capable of doing that.
I don't know if he's not. Now, he has been emotional in songs like Coffee Bean, Apple Pie, where it's like, you know, he's not cutting through like Mouths and Push on you know what I mean? Birds Don't Sing, but
a song after all them people died.
Come on.
Do Travis Scott got a song for that? I don't know how I feel about Straight Up being in the background of a song.
Flame.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to hear a R.I.P. song from Travis Scott. I don't know. But I get what you're saying.
At least try. At least try. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was crazy. But again,
but I agree. That was a prime example of it being handled poorly in media, and you know, like I said, I think it's more impactful when you put it in your songs.
Yes.
And I think even another example, we just talked about Clips' album with the joint Birds Don't Sing. I don't know if you knew, but I had no idea they had lost their parents that close, and probably I never knew they lost their parents at all.
Exactly.
So I think that, you know, but when you put it in song form, it's something that actually can impact people's lives. It's something that can motivate and inspire people. It's bigger than you just talking about something on social media.
Absolutely. And
a moment in time where somebody's going to look at it, scroll past it, and never pay attention again.
Exactly. Versus a song that can last and be a soundtrack to someone's life or set experience for years and years. Like, you know how many people listen to Crossroads by Bone Thugs-n-Harmony? Like, that's one of many examples we can share.
Yeah, Crossroads, Lost My Dog by Lil Wayne. Yep. Like, those are songs that have stood the test of time. Even, I know we don't, you know, I know it's a little iffy to talk about Diddy, but the Missing You, another one,
classic one.
Like those are classic records that help people get through losing people. You know what I mean? Exactly. And I think that they've always stood the test of time because they poured out everything in the songs instead of. But there was no social media when some of those were made. But
still, yeah, exactly.
Thankfully,
yeah, you know. So yeah, man, rappers gotta stop going on these. I'm not saying don't go on these podcasts because you got to promote your work. I'm not saying that, but like just as the source of like some of these issues, concerns, topics, bro, I think they can be done in just a better way, more tasteful way too. On top of that,
And one thing I'll give Chance and the Clips, as far as how I've been seeing them handle their interview, I respect that they're going to real journalists and real media platforms and not, you know, gimmicky stuff.
Yeah, gimmicky stuff. You know what I mean? Like another person that we're addressing on this episode, which is Drake. I feel like Drake has been
nice pivot
in bed with the Bobby Altoffs and like doing all this and on streams with like some weirdo right-winged dudes or creators and stuff like that, like to address or to allude to certain things, bro. Yeah. And he's avoiding hip hop journalists or just people that are really of like the fabric of hip hop. He's been avoiding them entirely.
Well, I think he's proven the point that Mos Def said initially is that Drake is not hip hop, and
pop artist.
He's a pop artist, and I think that he was not handled that way because of his affiliations and because of coming out under Wayne, and him leaning into the different styles that were popular in all these different regions.
Right.
So I think that people revered him differently, but Drake is a pop artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that is and he's now leaning further and further into that, and showing like I haven't even seen him interview with anybody black in the last.
Let alone within hip hop.
Like that's crazy.
It's wild, bro.
I haven't seen him interview with anybody black or anybody over the age of 25.
Like nuts.
Like, well, I don't know how old Bobby.
She like our age, bro. But
okay.
Regardless, like he's doing it on purpose because he knows like we all want to know certain things that he just can't have. He can't BS around with certain people. Like I know Elliot Wilson, who was a respected journalist within hip hop, really within music and culture. He's been like, yo, I won't Drake mess with me. Now I'm somebody, I do not believe that artists are owed, like they don't owe certain journalists their time. I think we both agree with that. But I think that like is a larger topic. That's a larger discussion than him just avoiding hip hop media because he doesn't want to be held accountable.
Well, yeah, I think it doesn't want to be held accountable, but I also think he's changing his base.
You think he's shifting it?
Absolutely. I think this is very intentional. I don't think none of the, like him walking out, what's the country singer? Like Morgan Wallen. Like, come on, we already know, we know what's up with him.
Yeah. Like, come on.
So you walking him out, I feel like he's making a very intentional pivot.
Yeah.
I mean, the man is suing over a diss record currently, and now he's all of a sudden only interviewing with alt-right leaning platforms. I mean, to me, it's a very clear pivot. You know what I mean? Y'all look for Chapter 7 in Raps of Resistance. You know what I mean? Just want to put that out there. But it is, I think it's a very intentional pivot. Yeah. I don't think it's accidental at all.
A part of me, the naive part, the most naive part, imagine he would return fire, like lyrically, and like kind of like show up to these media platforms, these hip hop media platforms, and take a stand and say, yo, I am as much a part of hip hop as you are a Kendrick, a Cole, or whoever else within the genre.
Which accent is he gonna say it in?
Folded like a chair.
Which accent is he gonna say it in? Which voice we getting? The fact that you can't even picture in your mind which voice. The fact that you could. Yo, man.
It's disappointing, but like, should we be disappointed or should we be?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. You know, I saw, who was it? Which personality did I see? I saw a couple people floating this around. I think Joe Budden was one who said it. The ecosystem has been hurt since Drake has no longer been active in hip hop or leading the charge in hip hop or whatever. I heard a couple people in the last couple weeks say that. And I just want to say, I don't know what hip hop y'all listening to, but to me, Drake being absent, this has been the best year in hip hop to me in the last maybe 5, 6, 7 years. So the best summer for sure that we've had in a long time.
Ain't that crazy, bro? Like, this is how bad it is, dog.
Maybe
Drake
I'm
has
tripping.
an upcoming album, Iceman. I don't have an inch or a piece in my body, a fragment of matter that cares. Like,
Not
literally, I don't care. And I don't think largely many people care. I don't think they care.
I don't think so either. We'll review it on a podcast because it'll be another big hip hop album to review, but it's not a I could care less. Like,
I could care less. And I actually we liked the single leading up to it. What Did I Miss? But like, nobody cares, bro. And I think the ecosystem is not missing out
at all.
Like, without a Drake, like I really don't feel that way. And
I don't feel that way at all. I think this is the best state that hip hop has been in a minute,
a very long time.
In a minute,
yeah.
Where people are leaning back into bars. People are rapping again. It's versatile. You got club artists. You got conscious artists. You have street artists like Clips that are kind of teetering the line. You have. I feel like this is balanced.
And people told me after the what was it, Sexy Songs for You with Party Next Door, that a lot of these records would last or have a moment. Some did, many didn't, bro. Most didn't. So like that tells me that like the state of hip hop is not only changing among us peers, but it's changing among the general audience too. Like Drake can't like get a hit. Like he hasn't had a hit at this point. And since the beef, which is the most surprising part of it,
and I say he hasn't had a number one hit because I mean,
Nokia was cool. It was a moment.
I was gonna say Nokia was a hit. It was relatively a hit. And then what was the What Did I Miss? I think went to like number 2 or number 3 or something like that. So I mean, these are compared to what he was doing before. No,
bro, I don't.
If you're judging him off of what he did prior, then no, then he's fell off bad.
He's fell off to me, dog. And it's crazy because I do think Drake has a place in music. So this isn't like, I'm not naive to that part. Like, I think music is better with Drake. I don't think hip-hop is missing anything without him. That's all I'm saying. I don't think hip-hop culture is missing a thing.
I don't think either one is missing. Let me get on record. Absolutely not. I have not been like, man, you know what I need right now? Some new Drake. I ain't thought that one time. I'm gonna be honest.
Crazy.
Not at all. So I don't think anything's missing in the ecosystem. I think everything is fine and dandy. I think there's some stuff that I would like to see more of in music as far as R&B. I also want to see, man, you know me, the only genre of music I don't like is country. And I've always stood very stern on that. Y'all bring rock back. You know what I mean? I feel like music is missing rock. Bring rock back. I just saw JID perform Bodies with oh man, it's finna kill me. The ones who actually made Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, the band. What is their name? I'm about to look it up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let me look it up real quick. But
it's so crazy.
But the performance was amazing.
Yo, I have no doubts.
Yeah,
JID, man.
I want to make sure I want to make sure I show them respect because it was Drowning Pool.
Drowning
is the name of the band who made the original song that was sampled in Bodies. But JID and Offset performed it with them in a mashup. It was fire.
Yeah.
Like I think music is missing rock.
I think it's music, not hip hop.
No. I'm saying music as a whole. They should have never let rock die.
Man,
I think rock is missing.
What killed rock?
All we have right now that's prominent. We got country, hip hop, pop,
reggaeton,
and reggaeton.
Yeah, that's really it though. That's really it.
Afrobeats
for sure. Wow, I'm tripping. I'm a piano.
I'm gonna say as far as in America, I'm gonna say Afrobeats. I don't know how popping reggaeton is in America overall.
Bro, that's global.
Global. I'm talking about America. I'm talking about here.
America.
I ain't going there with places and they playing a bunch of reggaeton.
Bad Bunny is huge, but like that's more.
That's a specific popular. Well, okay, we'll throw in. Let's throw that. All right, let's throw that in.
Bunny,
I ain't never listening to that, but I hear you. All right, so even throw that in there. So, but they let rock. You know what I mean? Where's the bands?
What killed rock? That's like a whole.
Like that was a good era of like. Where's the Green Days and Linkin Parks and like that was a lit look.
21 Pilots.
Yeah, what's happening?
Columbus. They're from Columbus too. 21 Pilots.
Oh, man. I did not know that.
Shout out that. I wonder what happened.
I feel like hip hop is missing that.
Yeah, I could see.
I mean, not hip hop, music. I feel like music overall is missing rock. That's one I'll give, but I don't think they're missing Drake. Nah. I don't think music is missing.
I think music is missing a Drake.
We've had more than enough Drake. I feel like we've had more than enough.
Man.
More than enough.
Yeah.
I don't want
Drake come back, bro.
Nah,
just don't come back to rap.
Stay gone, man. All right, we got some albums to get through really quick.
Which one will go first, man? Joey's album.
Yeah, let's talk about Joey. Joey Badass recently released an album called Lonely at the Top.
Lonely at the Top.
And I know you are a long time Joey Badass fan.
1999, the mixtape.
Yes, and I was first introduced to Joey Badass. I listened to 1999. I was aware of, but I didn't really get hip to his music until is it America? The American
Badass.
American Badass. That was the album that first drew me in, where I listened to it and was like, oh no, this kid is nice.
Phenomenal album too.
Yeah, amazing project. So I was aware of 1999. I listened to songs from it, but I wasn't really like oh no, this guy is different until All American Badass. So what was your thoughts on this album?
This album, and I'm glad I took more time with this album because I like this album. I like Lonely at the Top. I like Lonely at the Top by Joey Badass, man. This dropped August 29th. I'm glad I got a couple weeks to really let it settle in. For me, Dark Aura, that was a single going in. I thought it was solid. I thought it was on brand for Joey. I will say, though, a lot of the more woman-oriented records did not land for me because I felt like they were too outside of, like, Joey's, like, sound, who he is as an artist, right? Or who I thought he was as an artist. But like anything, artists evolve. So a lot of those records actually land with me. Of course, Super Fleet, when you have that sample, bro, of Super Thug, you can't lose.
Yeah.
And Joey showed up. Bree Steve showed up. I thought this was quality. I like the West Side Gun feature song, Swank White, High Roller with A$AP Ferg, and Kale's Too Busy. These are solid records, but the records that surprised me that I really enjoy that are more female-oriented or woman-oriented is Ready to Love. I like that song, bro.
Okay.
It. BK's Finest is hard. And, of course, when Joey is just rapping, Getting introspective in his rhymes, like on, Lonely at the Top, like title track, as well as 3 Feet Away. Some of the other songs that he's really delving into, I like it. The song that I didn't like, which you love, we'll talk about later, but like overall, I think this is a solid body of work. What concerns me is that like the label itself did not push this harder. That's the only thing that concerns me.
Yeah. You know what? I would agree. I don't think that this has gotten the push that it deserves. For me, it's a solid project. I don't love it, but I think it's good. There's some tracks on here that I really, really rock with. I like Dark Aura, the intro. I think it's hard. Swank White, I thought with West Side Gun was dope. Like you said, Super Fleet, when it first came on, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But the more it played, I was like, nah, this is nice. I like it. It was a good flip of that Noriega joint. Definitely still sounds very Neptune's influence. So I like that one. BK's Finest I liked. And I liked Still, man, with Ab Soul. Like that Ab Soul and Rhapsody. To me, that joint is one of my favorites on there. My only critique on that one is I felt like I needed a Rhapsody verse.
Yes.
Just having Rhapsody on the chorus is out of pocket. I need a Rhapsody verse on there, and I could have heard her flowing on there. So hopefully there is one in the tuck maybe somewhere. But other than that, but him and Ab Soul went crazy on there, and that's probably one of my favorite records on here. So overall, there's a lot of songs I like on here. Some of the more girl records, they cool, but I'm probably not returning to them. But overall, I think it's a solid project though.
Yeah, man, it's solid. It's unfortunate though that this dropped this summer.
That's why.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, it dropped with some heat, man. This summer is so many like masterful projects. So like for an album that's good, it's like it don't hit the same when we just got that Chance album and that Clips album and then the Freddie Gibbs and then the JID and then it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's the toughest part because it doesn't for me measure up to like some of the other projects that have dropped recently within the summer. Like,
no, I don't think it matters. Any of the ones I just named, I don't like this more than.
Nah, I actually would place it from a reviewer standpoint near the bottom of the mainstream ones that we've reviewed recently. You know what I mean? Just because
it's better than Offset's.
Yeah, it's better than Offset, but like as far as like Chances, I'm not putting it over that. JID's, Freddie's, like it, and that's a tough mark, bro. That's not a discredit to this album. It's just a big up to the albums we previously reviewed.
And actually, I don't know because it don't have a bodies on here.
So I'm Offset to me. There's a lot of BS in there, bro.
I concur, but I'm saying they don't have a stand. To me, it's missing like a record that's crazy.
Super Flea to me is crazy potential. Like I got to be in a different vibe. I haven't been outside with Super Fleet playing. It may not play outside, respectfully, but I think Super Fleet was the aim. That was what they were aiming for.
And maybe that's on a production standpoint more than anything. I think that some of the production on Offset's joint is amazing.
It's so crazy. It's hookah music premium.
Oh, premium.
Yeah,
absolutely great. But this is a solid project though.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah, so I definitely got to say shout out to him. I definitely be on the lookout for his next project. Hopefully, I don't know if he's shot in any other videos to this, but I'd be interested to see what the visuals for this look like too.
Yeah, I'm interested. And because this is like a relatively short project, I'm wondering if he has something else lined up too. Because it's only 40 minutes, 11 records. I mean, at this point, a lot of artists are turning out like shorter projects as a whole, but I feel like he has something else coming because the way Joey was talking earlier this year, the way he was rapping. And
I think that's what it is. I don't think this don't sound like that energy.
That's all I'm saying, bruh. Don't.
That's to me what I think was the missing sauce. That level of aggression, I don't hear that in this.
Yeah, I don't. I want him to go crazy. Like, I want him to really come out on the type of energy he was coming out at earlier this year when he was coming out the West Coast. He was coming out cold. Like, why can't we get any of that? Like, I'd rather see some of that on a project, something that we can return to and is integrate into a body of work because he was coming crazy and he was making claims, high claims, bro.
Yeah, this energy isn't that energy.
Why not? That's my question to Joey is like, why not substantiate your presence on the game with a record or a couple like that on this album?
Because especially when people are rapping at the levels that they're rapping at right now. Yeah. Like Chance is spitting on his album.
Going crazy. And yeah, Joey on Highest and Low is one of my favorite records on the album.
Yeah, definitely one of the, like, probably, That album's so good, it's hard for me to say that it's one of the favorites. Like I like that's a fire album.
Yeah, man.
Yo, yeah, but this is dope, man. So the Highs and Lows is a classic record.
I think so. And Chance on the interview said, "Yo, I think this is the best record I've ever made. Like one of the best records I ever made." And it's been 2 years since he dropped it, and I still get the same feeling every time that I hear it.
Amazing song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I love how we turned around and
gave Chance more love. During the Joey Badass review, we had to shout out Chance album again. That's crazy. Hey, man, but shout out Joey Badass, man. Still a solid project.
Still a solid body of work, for sure.
All right, man, we got a throwback review.
We do, man. One of your favorite albums, if not your favorite Hove album, yeah?
Definitely my favorite Hove album. Definitely my favorite Hove album. It goes in between this and Reasonable Doubt, but this one usually takes the cake every time if somebody asks me my favorite Jay-Z album. 9 times out of 10, it's the Black Album.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Album released in 2003. We want to do a throwback review to show this project the love that it deserves. For me personally, this is one, not only just my favorite Jay-Z album, this is one of my favorite rap albums. It is to me, the production on here is just amazing. Amazing production. There's a lot of versatility in this project as well. December 4th, amazing record. What more can I say? Another one of the songs on here that I love where Jay-Z is talking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You already, Moment of Clarity, Love, Lucifer production, crazy.
That's Ye produced that too, right?
That is Ye. And that's one of the things about the Black Album that stand out so much to me is this is an all-star lineup of producers.
It is.
You got Ye, you got Pharrell, you have what's my DJ Quick, Rick Rubin. Like this is an all-star lineup of producers on this project, and it sounds like that.
Yeah.
There's not really too many spots in here that I'm taking out of, as really any, to be honest. Dirt Off Your Shoulder, another crazy one. Yeah, man, this is just a dope project overall for me. There's not really many negative things I can say about this project.
Yeah.
Just because it's to me a masterful joint, and I think if you've never heard Jay-Z the Black Album, I think you need to do yourself a favor. What do you think about this project?
Man, so that's the hallmarks. That's the thing that stands out is the versatility of it, because it almost feels like no record sounds the same, but somehow it all works, and it works like in the best way possible, right? Like I listened to what's the DJ Quick produced one, Justify My Thug, like I would ask myself, just hearing that record alone, this is good, but why is it on a Jay-Z album? Why did Jay-Z rap on it? But in the context of the album, it just works, bro.
Yeah.
Dirt Off Your Shoulders is a classic. These are, in this album, too, it has some of the best, undoubtedly, some of the best Jay-Z records, period, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, all on this album, dog. Like,
and Timbaland, too. Dirt Off Your Shoulders is Timbaland.
Yeah, Timbo. And we said Pharrell, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You can't lose with this lineup of producers. And they've all have crafted some of the best Jay-Z records ever. I love Allure.
Allure is probably my favorite song. That's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs, period.
Yeah.
That's one of the most beautiful beats.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Pharrell was in his bag.
And you mentioned you ain't really changed clothes at first, but I loved it as a kid, because I was a kid listening to this. I think we obviously both young, but changed clothes, I'm like, all right, cool.
I never liked changed clothes as a kid. That was always the one song I would skip on here. But now, the older I got, I like it now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but as a kid, I was like, It was too. I guess it was too poppy. You know what I mean?
Very poppy. It's kind of bubblegummy.
That's what it is. It was too bubbly for me at the time. I was just like, what is this? Like, to me, it didn't match the rest of the tone of the album, because this is a relatively dark album.
Yeah.
Just sonically, but that one, it grew on me though. Now I like it. It's a classic Jay-Z song now.
And I love the vulnerability on these records. Moment of Clarity. Come on.
Oh man.
What more can I say? He's talking. He's popping it. 99 Problems, classic.
99 Problems is another dope one, man. And shout out Ice-T for making the original.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know Ice-T, man. Ice-T had the original 99 Problems, and it was a good. This was a good nod to that.
It was. Encore, one of my favorite songs on here too. So, bro, we just went through pretty much this whole album. First song, Bro, all
man.
of these records,
My
dog.
first song is one of my favorite outros too.
Yeah.
My first song is to end your album with a joint like that. That's basically, you know, saying like I every verse I'm gonna enter, I'm gonna do it like it's my first song all over again. And I think using that as the outro was a smart move. It's the album is sequenced really
It's
well.
sequenced perfectly, especially because these songs are sonically like diverse too.
Right.
So sequencing is a lost art in my opinion. This is like proof that like people need to get back to it.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, Jay-Z, man. This is the top of the mountain for me. What's your favorite Hove album?
Easily Blueprint. The
first one?
Yeah, Blueprint 1, and then I'm going to put Reasonable Doubt 2. I feel like that's like a common thing, but I think it's deserved. And I'll put 444 third. And I think that's like a lot of people are afraid to do that or don't feel it. I do. Because I feel like I love when Hove is his most vulnerable musically. And I also like when he locks in with certain producers more heavily. I think Black Album is an exception, which I place fourth, is that he's going through a whole catalog of top tier producers, and it's obviously gold. But I really like the No ID collab on 444. I love what him and Ye did on Blueprint 1. So yeah, that's my top 4. Fifth, I would probably go. That's tough.
Yeah,
probably Volume 2, maybe. Yeah, that's my top 5.
Yeah, mine is hard. Mine changes, so don't judge me if this is different in the next 3 months. But I think mine is Black Album, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprints, and you know me, mine is unorthodox. A lot of people are always shocked when I say American Gangster. American Gangster is 4 for me.
Amazing, bro.
American Gangster is an amazing album that I always go back to. So American Gangster is probably 4 for me, and then 5 would have to be. Yeah, it might be Volume 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might. That's probably it. And then, man, you know, a sleeper. This isn't in my top 5, but man, people Watch the Throne was amazing.
Yeah, it was. It was so.
I went back to Watch the Throne the other day and was like, yo, this project was crazy. That's the last physical CD that I went to a store and like bought in a store.
Man,
I bought CDs like just from artists that I bought Starline. Like the physical, but I think, like the last one I actually went into a store and bought the copy was Watch the Throne.
Yeah, and that's a fire one to buy because like the box ain't it like gold?
Yeah, I'm mad I don't still have it, but it was good gold. It was dope. It was dope packaging. But that one, that's one that people sleep on. That was a dope collab. That's one of the best hip hop collaboration albums to me.
And people act like when it dropped, bro. This was like when I really got into reviewing. Like I used to read Pitchfork reviews of albums. And I feel like people just like Watch the Throne was definitely a moment, but I don't feel like people really appreciate it at that time as much as we do now looking back on that collaboration. Like, I feel like people were like, yeah, it's cool, but nah. Like that was a special project.
Yeah, man. When you go back and listen to some of the Murder to Excellence and Otis.
Church in a While.
Don't know Church in a While. Oh man, like there is some heat on Watch the Throne.
What's the one with the Curtis Mayfield sample?
Oh, Otis.
Nah,
no, that's not. I'm thinking that's Otis Redding. I'm Curtis Mayfield. Let me see what you're talking about.
Because I got it playing in my head.
Let me see. You might be talking about. Not gotta have.
And it might be on the deluxe. I don't even know if it's on the Joy.
Oh, the Joy.
That is like one of my favorite, if not my favorite. Made in America is
Made
amazing.
in America.
Who gonna stop?
Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, it's a fire project. We may have to get another review or something. That is
we might have to.
That project is fire.
Next year it will be 15 years since that project dropped too.
Oh yeah, we have to return back to that because that project didn't get the love it deserved. But yeah, man, shout out Hove. I would 100% recommend. For anybody, and honestly, for people who aren't Jay-Z fans, who don't know Jay-Z's music, I would recommend them to the Black Album first. Just because of how well it's produced and how well it aged. I feel like it sounds more, like if going back to Reasonable Doubt sounds like a 90s album.
It does.
Even though it's fire, it sounds.
It's mafioso theme, so I don't know if people are really going to stick with it, but they'll stick with a Black Album. Yeah, Black Album I feel like is like an undeniable album. So shout out Jay-Z on that, man. Fire. Yo, hidden hits, man. For my favorite segment. Yes, sir. For those who do not know, hidden hits is our segment where we talk about joints that we feel like should have been hits that weren't. We do old songs, new songs, hip hop records that we feel like are dope enough that they should have been hits. Yeah. All right, man. What you got this? So I got D Smoke's album. Woke Up Super or Wake Up
Okay.
Super, man. He got a couple records on here I like and I'll suggest. First is Jackie's Triumph. I think that is a great body of work. And if you really like Lucky Day like I do, I've seen Lucky Day perform 2-3 times. I think he's a phenomenal talent. So he did a collaboration with D-Smoke called Frequency. Those two records, Frequency and Jackie's Triumph. If you like depth, if you like just straight musicality and great production and just bars, you're going to like those two D-Smoke records.
Okay.
And I will also throw in
Got to check that out.
a record called Potluck with Mavi and Smino. You already know I'm a huge Smino fan.
Sir.
I pretty much co-sign everything. Anybody at work he does except his last whatever. But like him and Mavi's collaboration Potluck, I think is absolutely fire. So tune into those 3 records. That's what I have for Hidden Hits.
Okay, dope,
What you got?
dope, man. Hey, hidden hits, I have a few, man. I got one is an artist by the name of Kirby and Big Crit. You already know Big Crit is the same way you ride for Smino, man. I'm one of the biggest supporters of Big Crit. Shout out Mississippi. Shout out Big Crit, man. Just an underrated talent who has been going crazy for a long time, man. They got a joint called Miss Black America. Highly, and with visuals attached to it that are crazy too. But highly recommend listening to it, man. Really dope, conscious record that really hits home. So yeah, Kirby and Big Crit, Miss Black America. I check out Kirby in general, man. She's dope. I don't know if you've heard of Kirby. Cardi, she sings, but she kind of has some bars in the singing, but she's hard. Yeah. So definitely check out that one. De La Soul and MF Doom got a joint called Rock Cocaine Flow. Stupid.
That sounds up.
Stupid. One of the coldest beats I've heard in a while. I definitely recommend that one, man. That one is yeah. That's exactly what you would expect from De La Soul and MF Doom. It is dope. Like that's a hard record. Let me see if there's something else. That's one of the other ones. I know I got one for Nice Nonsense. Let me see if I got one more. Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna go Ride off Chance the Rapper's new joint.
Great.
To me, that's a hit. Like that should be a hit right now for real.
Do or Die, man.
Chance the Rapper Do or Die Ride is fire.
Chicago link up, man.
Yes, sir, man. So yeah, those are the 3 that I'll give for hidden hits.
Okay, solid. I got some nonsense, man.
I got one for sure. This is complete nonsense, but hey.
Don Toliver, I'm a huge Don Toliver fan. Pod knows this. He got a new record called Tiramisu. I don't know what he's talking about. It's some dessert-related content, whatever, but that joint fire. Add it to your hookah playlist, man. Add that to the kickback playlist. That one is a surefire nonsense hit. What other ones, man? West Side Gun, man, I'm a huge fan of. Amira Kitchen and Mandela, man. Not so much nonsense, but it's the nonsense that makes nonsense. I don't know, but it's fire. It's fire, bro. So tune into those 3 records, man. That's on my nonsense list.
Yeah, and those who don't know, Nice Nonsense is where we shine the light on some records that we know ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah.
But we just like it for some reason.
We do, man. And West Side Gun might be the master of that. I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't lying. All right, I got one, man. This is some nonsense. It's a joint called Went West by Baby Chief Do It.
Okay. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. It's some nonsense, but give it a spin. You know what I mean? You know, the beat is hard. Give it a shot. That's one. Ain't talking about nothing, but I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. Another one, My Love by an artist named Prince Moolah.
Okay.
Prince Moolah. It samples that Candy Rain.
Oh, okay. So I already.
It turns it into some whole other stuff, but it's hard. All right. Okay. That's another one.
There's some nasty samples and flips out there.
There's some nasty, and I heard this just on somebody's post on the Instagram page, and I was like, "Yo, this is kind of hard. It's crazy, but it's kind of hard." Yeah, I think that's all I got for Nice Nonsense for this week.
My favorite Nice Nonsense is when you go back to the track and you unsure how to pronounce the purveyor of the Nice Nonsense. Like, I don't know how to pronounce some of these artists' names. I just go for it. I hear it and I add it to the queue.
Yeah,
that's all I do, man.
That's all I do. Like, it's one of those when I sit down with a song and I be like, yeah, this is hard. I hate that I like this, but you know what? I mean, this is.
But you know what? Baby Chief Key got it. You know what I'm saying? or whatever, man.
Baby Chief, do it. Got it, man. That's a wild rap name, but hey, he from the crib. He like 16 or something. From Chicago, like 16, 17, something like that.
Respect,
he's on Chance's album.
Wait a minute. Okay, you remember the song?
On the drop. No, I always say that name wrong. Dopamine.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Dopamine.
Dopamine.
Yeah, okay. And I actually liked his verse on there. That was ironically kind of like a fun record. Can I say fun record?
Yeah.
It was deep. The meaning behind it is deep, but it was kind of like, okay.
But they made it. I think it was the idea was just to be just too crazy. They've been both just acting crazy on the record.
Which is crazy. Yeah, but layers. It got layers.
Layers with the meaning of that word. Yeah.
And I love teenage artists, like hip hop artists, because they just experimented. Like Mos Def or Yasin Bey's daughter Layla. You can just tell people are just experimenting. I think some great things may come of it as they mature. Who knows? As artists, as people, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be 16 and make it on a Chance album is crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. So that's nice nonsense, man. Hey, this has been episode 58 of Rap and Reason podcast, man. We appreciate all y'all support, all of y'all for commenting. Even when y'all disagreeing with us, we still appreciate it.
I love it.
Yes. Make sure y'all are following us, though, on TikTok, Instagram, at Rap and Reason. Make sure you are following us on subscribe. Yes. Please subscribe. For those who are watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and stay up with what we're doing. We appreciate all your support. If you listen on audio platforms such as Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff, hit us with the 5-star joint. And yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. And of course, as always, pre-order Raps of Resistance, how Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole reignited a hip-hop tradition. It is set for a May 2026 release, but be sure to get your pre-orders, man. You want to grab a copy, hard book, ebook, whatever you prefer. Grab that at bloomsbury.com, Barnes & Noble, whatever your Amazon, whatever your favorite book retailer site is, you can find it. Raps of Resistance. Raps of Resistance. It's a long subtitle, so we always just say Raps of Resistance. Raps of Resistance, how Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole reignited a hip-hop tradition. I said it all together. Look at there. Yeah, look at that. That's a long title. But yeah, man, Raps of Resistance. Make sure y'all check that out, and we out. We out.